Vlog number 7. I hope everyone has had a wonderful week. I have. This has been a really good week. I'm still sick. Oh my gosh. I've been sick for a month. I have this awful, awful nagging cough that has been with me for a month. And I am just so over it. Oh my gosh. And it just doesn't want to go away. And I'm going to try really hard to get through this without coughing, but I don't know for sure that I'll be able to do that. See, there I went. Oh gosh, it's just really annoying. And I'm making this video on my phone because I've already tried to do it twice on my computer, but for some reason when I go to play the whole thing back, there's no sound. And I've checked everything having to do with sound, and everything's the way it's supposed to be, and still no sound when I play it back. So it's back to the trusty old iPhone. And I already checked this. I know that the sound works on this. Thank God. But anyway, yeah, I've had a pretty good week. Last week, well, starting with last weekend, it was just a lot of fun. We were out and about most of the weekend because the weather was really great, and the weather has been really great this week. And I don't even know what it's supposed to be like this coming week. I need to check the weather, but we do have a break starting tomorrow. We're on winter break, so we'll have a couple of days off from Masters Academy. So I'm really glad about that, because even though I love Masters Academy, I am really glad to have the breaks because that helps me to not feel burnt out. So I'm really looking forward to having a break, and it'll just give me extra days to rest at home and hopefully get a little bit better, even though I've been saying that every week for like the last 3 weeks. Hopefully next week I'll be better. Hopefully next week I'll be better. Man, yeah, this cough is just like really trying to drag me under. But other than being sick, other than still being sick, it really has been a wonderful week. Starting last week, actually, I had so many photos that I was just really, really happy with. And that's really good because before that, for a couple of weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks prior to last week, I guess I was going through a dry spell, and I hadn't had one of those since somewhere like in the middle of my 365 project. I just don't know what happened prior to last week for a couple of 2 or 3 weeks, however long it was. But it just seemed like I didn't know how to use a camera. I don't know what it was, but I was not happy with any of the photos that I took. It just seemed like everything that came out of that camera was just pure crap, and it wasn't the camera's fault. Because the camera does not make the picture. It's the person using the camera that makes the picture. And so I was just really like, I was not happy with the output. So I don't know what was going on, but last week, I guess I kind of snapped out of it. I don't know what happened, but the pictures were just a lot better. And then this week, the pictures just seemed like back to normal. So I was really happy about that. And just in time, too, because this Friday I went out on a photo walk with some of my students and former students. I started doing this back in December of '09. I got this bright idea to start a little club for girls. And they could come out and join me when I went photo walking. And I called the club AGE, which stands for Awesome Girls Extraordinaire. So Friday we had our fourth session, and it's more of a photo shoot than a photo walk when I get together with these girls, because we pretty much just take pictures of each other. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a lot of fun. We all love doing it. I love doing it. I like getting a lot of pictures of them. And they certainly enjoy taking pictures of each other. I mean, they get completely into it. So I've been seeing all the pictures that they took on Friday. They've been uploading them to Facebook, and they're beautiful pictures. Every last one of them has done a really good job. So it'll take me a few days to get all of my pictures done. So it'll probably be like toward the end of this coming week, I'll be able to upload my pictures to Facebook, and so that all the girls can see them and tag themselves, or I'll tag them. I normally tag them so they can see them. And my son yesterday, he was talking. We were talking in the car. I was taking him to a birthday party that he'd been invited to, and he asked me, well, he said, I think it's really cool what you're doing with these girls, but why? Why are you doing it? Why have you been doing it? And I told him why I had this idea in the first place. And once I told him, he was like, wow, that's really cool. So I thought about that, and I've decided I'm going to sit down and write out the reasons that I told him why I am doing this, and make, I guess, a mission statement. Because I didn't just come up with this idea just kind of willy-nilly, like, oh, well, yeah, that'll be fun. Let's get a bunch of girls and go out and take pictures. It wasn't that at all. There were real, concrete, serious reasons why I decided to start this. So I think it's high time I really articulated that on paper. Or maybe I'll make a video about it. I don't know. But I definitely am going to articulate it somehow, because it's important to me. This group means a lot to me. These girls mean a lot to me. And on Friday, we had some new girls that came that had never been before, and they had a lot of fun. And I'm really glad that they've enjoyed it, that they were able to spend some time with the other girls and excuse me, make new friends and all that kind of thing. So in another few months, I'll do it again in a different location. The other thing that I've been doing that is photography related. This is almost the end of February now, and this entire month I've been participating in an online project called The Joy of Love. And every day I get an email that has a theme or prompt, and I'm supposed to take my subject, the person or persons that I've chosen to be the subject of this month, and photograph that subject in relation to the theme. So I chose my husband because it's, the month of love, and I thought more of a romantic type of love. I certainly could have done my kids, but I think of February and I think of the romantic side of it more than anything. So I chose my husband, and I am really pleased with the photos that I've gotten of him. I've gotten some really great photos of him, which is a miracle in and of itself, because my husband does not like having his picture taken. Not at all. He's worse than me, because I don't like having my picture taken anymore. Not anymore. Not the way I used to. I used to not mind it, but I don't look exactly the way I used to. So I think with the passing years and the passing decline, slow decline of my prettiness, I guess, I've become more and more loath to take pictures. And my husband is worse than I am. So it's a miracle that I've gotten the pictures of him that I have gotten. And I have slowly gotten over it. You know, the whole picture taken, pictures of me being taken. I've slowly gotten over it. And I want him to get over it too, because I think it's important for us to leave something for our children to have, and our grandchildren and great grandchildren, and just generations. I wish I had more photographs of my parents and my grandparents. I have no pictures of my grandparents, maybe one of one grandmother. So I just think it's important that our family has something to remember us by. So that's what has made it a lot easier for me to get over it. That's about it. It really has been a wonderful week. The weather's been amazing. Just had a wonderful week enjoying my family. That's pretty much it. So this is an 11-minute video now. Just so you know, the other two videos that I made that failed on my computer because of the sound, I managed to keep those under 10 minutes, both of them. So I guess I've been rambling on this one, so I'm going to go ahead and stop. I hope everyone has a wonderful week this week. It's almost spring, so I'm really excited. Yee! But yeah, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you on Sunday.